Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Here for some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero DLC Pack 4 speculation. Today, I want to talk a little bit more about the customization feature. They already confirmed that both costumes and super attacks will be sharing the same category, meaning some characters will just be getting outfits and other characters will be getting outfits with additional supers or even ultimate techniques, right? They also stated that we'll be getting 20 plus options to choose from, which if we go over here, we do have majority of the features that they've showed within the trailers and over on the Sparking Zero websites. I do mainly just want to talk about the costumes, however. We're just going to go ahead and speculate to see what could potentially end up in the game, because do keep in mind, we only have about 12 outfits confirmed so far, so again, we very well could be getting additional reveals closer to the summer 2026 release date, correct? By the way, massive shoutouts to Shinai for creating the visual art pieces that we have here. Very good in terms of creating the concepts, right? They included a ton of the more popular outfits for a lot of the characters that a lot of us would like to see end up in the game, right? But for now, we are going to be just doing this quick recap, going over all the confirmed costumes. So we do have Videl with the Great Sandwoman uniform. This Piccolo one, I think it's just going to be a new attack, you know, under a separate preset. Mid Goku is going to be getting the battle damage outfit. Z End Goku with the 59 uniform and the End of Z uniform. Cool stuff there. Teen Goku or Kid Goku with the classic red outfits. Teen Gohan with the white gi, as well as the Bojack directly from the Bojack movie. Adult Gohan with the high school uniform, orange star outfit. Bardock finally with the battle damage variants. And yes, we will be getting the separate presets where he can transform into Super Saiyan. Melee Trunks with the classic tank top that's usually over the sword variation, but now for the melee one. Android 17 with the trench coats, that's going to be Z17. And finally, GT outfit for Android 18, right? So that's everything that's confirmed so far. Now to go over to speculation territory. By the way, comment down below the outfits you personally would like to see for the entire roster. If you see any good ones, mention it. I'm going to be going through the list that Shinai created, just going over some of the good ones I personally would like to see. So first one, we have Goku with the Journey to the West uniform. I don't think this will end up in the game. I know it's a thing over in Xenoverse 2, but it's just too distinct, and I don't think a lot of people are familiar with this outfit here, so people would just be confused. But don't get me wrong, it is one of the better looking ones and extremely unique to the character. I'm assuming this would be over early Goku if this were to be a uniform. Oh, and maybe some additional power pole attacks, right? That could be a good one. This one over here is going to be the 23rd Tournament Goku from OG Dragon Ball when he went up against Piccolo. If they do include this as an outfit, of course, put this over early Goku with the addition of the Meteor combination, because that was in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and I even remember leading up to the release of Sparking Zero, that was like one of my most anticipated attacks I was looking forward to, and it wasn't even in the game, so they could go down the outfit route with the additional attack, or maybe just a brand new character, because I do know other people would like to see the 23rd World Tournament Chi-Chi character, and if they do implement her, then yeah, I think 23rd Goku would make sense as well. The 59 brown leather jackets. I do remember this from the classic Budokai games. I think it was only in Budokai 1, however. Correct me down below if I'm wrong. And I think also for some of the manga panels or manga art covers, right? This was shown in some of them. I think when he was flying on the Nimbus in particular. Anyway, yeah, I would love this one to be in the game. Since we are getting the other casual 59 outfit, this one was already confirmed. By the way, shout out to Shinai once again for getting some of the predictions correct, right? Like this one here. This is just going to be the uniform, no additional attacks, but it will be a treat to see Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3 Goku with that outfit, right? The battle damage uniform for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I'm actually surprised how this wasn't already in the base game. Hear me out, because we do have the Super Twin Dragon Fist. You guys know where he does that swan dive with the 2 energy blasts against the fat version of Janemba in the Fusion Reborn movie. Yeah, that's in the game. So why don't we have the outfit from the same movie? At least I think this is from the movie, because I do remember Janemba using, Super Janemba at least, using the sword slashes and actually cut Goku's gi, right, to make it look like that. And plus he also has the halo, which again, yeah, from the Fusion Reborn movie. So I feel like this should have been in the game, but it is what it is. I'm not complaining. I think it would be cool to get this one eventually. And you can equip or toggle on and off the halo currently. End of Z, that's already confirmed with the downward Kamehameha attack, brand new ultimate there. The GT variant, this one would be top tier. It is similar to the End of Z, and I guess the Wisgi. It's more similar to this one, of course, with the basic wristbands, the typical Goku shoes and stuff like that. Just switch the color palette, right? But would this go over Super Goku or Z and Goku? Just because GT, canonically, does take place after the events of Z, obviously, and even Dragon Ball Super. So imagine this GT uniform over Super Goku with Ultra Instinct, UI sign, blue, Super Saiyan God. Oh, dude, best uniform for Super Goku, mark my words. But again, I don't see them doing this at all. The blue tracksuits, I think this was at the very beginning of Dragon Ball Super, or even in the Battle of Gods movie, right, when he was training on King Kai's planet. Not my top priority. I would definitely have, you know, this one or even the battle damage Goku before the tracksuits. I don't really like the tracksuits. I blame Gohan from the Dragon Ball Super anime, right? He wasn't necessarily the best there, but hey, Gohan's still a top tier character in my book. Just don't necessarily like the uniforms. Oh, the Sab outfit. This would be up there as well. Man, it's actually very surprising how they didn't include this as well, just because Super Goku and Super Vegeta, they're mainly from the Broly movie, right? If you take a look at Vegeta, he has the dark navy blue color armor, right? That's from the movie. Even the Super Saiyan God animations for both Goku and Vegeta, right? He did the cool martial arts stance. We have the God Bind technique. We have the Gravity Bash, right? They're mainly from the Super Broly movie. So why didn't they include the Sab outfits? That's beyond me. To be fair, they didn't necessarily fight in them, but that doesn't matter, right? We need the Sab outfits for sure. Even the recent super limit breaking Neo trailer, when they displayed the Glacier map, it was Broly versus God Vegeta. It's all about the super iteration of Dragon Ball, so come on, man, include the SAB outfit, please. Goku, this is going to be his OG uniform, right? Like one of his first ones. I think this was his first one, to be honest. Yeah, that one, I think it would be my favorite one. This one over here, this is confirmed. Hopefully they do include the Uzaru transformation. That was also a thing in BT3. So it would be silly, in my personal opinion, if they don't include that form for this specific outfit of Goku, right? It would just make too much sense. Battle damage for the orange gi that we already have in the game. That could be cool. Moving forward, whole bunch of Gokus, man. Oh yeah, even mini GT Goku with the battle damage uniform. They could even throw in Super Saiyan 2. I know he didn't necessarily transform into Super Saiyan 2 that much during the anime. A few different times, though, during the battle against Metal Rildo, I believe, when he tried to block an attack. And I think during the battle against Super Baby Vegeta 2, you know, when he was transforming into Super Saiyan 3, he rarely used it. But hey, just throw it in. It's a video game. Why not? You'll be cool with this outfit if you ask me. Gohan, hey, during his training arc with the sword, probably the coolest fit for the character, and yes, his super attacks will be altered slightly with some of the sword techniques, or if they decide to include some of those, you know what I mean? So yeah, I could see that one being a good one. Gohan from the Saiyan Arrival era, the Saiyan Saga, right? With the headband there. This one more of the casual fit. Ooh, wait, from the Android 13 movie, right? Yeah. I think this one, just because the hair is extremely different from all the rest of the presets, so that could be cool there. Going over to the next tab, Teen Gohan, that one has been confirmed, the white gi. Then we have more of the Piccolo outfit with the red belt and wristband. Where is this one from? I can't necessarily remember. The Saiyan armor with the long hair, of course, when he was training with Goku. Oh, yeah, and then we could get the Super Saiyan transformation for this. Well, to be fair, he'll have the Super Saiyan for all the outfits, right? But this is when he first transformed into Super Saiyan. It will kind of look like a bootleg Super Saiyan 3 because of the long hair. So yeah, that one could be kind of cool. Now moving over to Adult Gohan. By the way, all these outfits I could see eventually in the game. It's just if they want to do it or not. You know what I mean? Orange uniform, that's been confirmed. This one, even though it's extremely basic, I want the battle damage. Just because it's from the Second Coming movie, Broly. And that's like one of my favorite movies, man. I've had enough. Y'all remember that? Just started charging up the Kamehameha. Dude, we even have the blood scuff marks there. We need this fit, man. We need this one for sure. GT. This is GT Adult Gohan, correct? Yeah, since we don't have the character, they included GT Goku, Vegeta, and GT Trunks with this upcoming DLC. So they very well could include a GT Gohan and even a GT Goten as separate characters, you know what I mean? But if they do go down the outfit route, then yeah, Ultimate Gohan, I believe, because we do have this Saiyaman outfit without the helmet already in the game, if I recall correctly, but for base Super Saiyan 1 and 2, right? So getting that for Ultimate would be cool. The Supreme Kai would be on the top of my list just because that's... Wait, no. It was in his base form when he was doing the training regiment, right? Majority of the time with the Z-Sword. And then when he unlocked the power, thanks to Old Man Supreme Kai, he transformed into Ultimates with this outfit, right? So this one actually makes sense. Yeah, we need to see Supreme Kai outfit for not only Ultimate, but for the original Gohan as well, right? First appearance of Vegeta, Planet Rally Edition, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I think that was in BT3 as well. Correct me down below if I'm wrong. That needs to be in the game. Super Saiyan Edition. Well, yeah, from the What If saga, right? He did transform into Super Saiyan, so yeah, they include the Scouter with the Saiyan armor. The What If version, have him transform into Super Saiyan. Yeah, that could be nice. Vegeta with the Bad Man outfit. That has to be a uniform for the character. The end of Z era for Vegeta, the casual fit, and then the fighting attire, if you will. It's funny because during the end of Z, Goku, he was always in his blue gi, right? But Vegeta had more of the casual uniform, probably because of Bulma. She probably said, you're not going to stay in your gi 24/7 or Saiyan battle armor, whatever it may be. I'm assuming Dragon Ball Super Vegeta with his original training uniform. Yeah, Sab outfit, same thing goes along with Goku. I agree, that needs to be in the game. Which one is this one? Is this from GT? I don't recognize this blue one. Speaking of GT, we have Super Baby Vegeta 2. I could actually see that transformation being a separate character. What the heck just happened? Technical difficulties going down. Yeah, so alternate outfit for the character, that would be nice. But I'm thinking more of the transformation before this one, right? You know how he's like same appearance but just in the mini form where he gets more developed. I think that one should be a character with this character up on screen as a transformation, you know what I mean, instead of a skin. But who knows. Moving forward, we have the third page, Videl from the Second Coming movie. I think that would be nice, which is also a thing in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I know, separate game, different developers, but they did it once, Bandai and all of them, right? So they could do it again. We got Battle Damage Trunks and the Green Jacket edition from the Broly Second Coming movie, right? I think he also has a yellow jacket from Dragon Ball Super. Not sure if that's already in the game. And then we have his basic training uniform when he was training with his father Vegeta, right? He's going to take him to the amusement park. That would be a cool outfit there. Now we have Trunks. I have a whole spiel for Trunks. This lighter shade of blue for Trunks just screams nothing but style, in my personal opinion. This is coming from the History of Trunks film or TV special. After the 3-year time skip after Future Gohan's unfortunate demise, right, when he tried to take on the androids by himself just before he time traveled back to the Dragon Ball timeline that we know, this one needs to be in the game for sure. Now, the one over here, this is probably the most popular one. Everybody wants to see this Trunks, you know, fighting Melee with the cutoff jacket, long hair from the BoJack movie. And I agree. You remember when he destroyed Kogu with that one punch after he transforms? That could be an additional skill for that transformation. Oh my days, they need to include this character. You know what's crazy? We do have a new outfit for fighting Melee, right? They missed out on a perfect opportunity. Going back to this Trunks, again, this is going to be the Melee edition of the character. They could have kept the long hair. If they did it that way, you know what version of Trunks that will be coming from? That would have been the same Trunks from the first Broly movie. You guys remembered when he spawns down, transformed into Super Saiyan, and just completely obliterated the jacket? It just blew up. Yeah, that dude, we were so close of having that specific Trunks, which is like the second coolest fighting Melee Trunks after the BoJack film. You know what I mean? Because he would have had the long spiky hair, but they decided to go with the short hair versions, this one here, which again is from the original Z anime when he goes back to his timeline and finally destroys Android 17 and 18, right? So I do get why they decided to go with this one, but the movie 9, I believe, movie 6, the first Broly one, that one would have been superior in my personal opinion. We were so close to getting that one, but they fumbled, man. They fumbled. The last two over here, I mean, it's almost identical to the one that we currently have in Sparking Zero, except without the ponytail. He has the long hair after he transformed into Super Saiyan Grade 3, and then it was just down from there on forward, right? When he died by Perfect Cell, got death beamed, that Trunks. And then the short hair variation, I could definitely see this being a thing just because we have fighting Trunks with the Saiyan armor already, but just with the long hair. So just switch out the haircuts to the short style and then call it good. This is also from his present timeline when he destroyed Imperfect Cell, correct? So they included the outfit where he destroyed Android 17 and 18 in his timeline, so I could see them including the outfit where he destroyed Imperfect Cell in his timeline. You know what I mean? We have GT Trunks, who's been confirmed as a whole character, not just an outfit. But speaking of outfits, we could... Well, I mean, it would be nice to get the one without the jacket for that character, right? But I don't think that's going to be a thing. Ooh, the Supreme Kai outfit? Yeah, for Dragon Ball Super Trunks. That was a thing, you know, how he trained with Supreme Kai, destroyed Majin Buu, preventing him from hatching. Yeah, that one will be a great addition to the game. Goku Black with the Supreme Kai uniform and the time ring. That one will be nice as well. Goku Black with the Super Saiyan transformation, so a separate presets. Ultimate Gohan, or no, this is also from the What If. I could see Gohan Black being a separate character instead of an outfit for Ultimate Gohan or whoever. Second Coming Super Saiyan Broly. Instead of having him transform into the suppressed Super Saiyan, you know, with the green hair, green bluish look, just, you know, include the Second Coming one with the original traditional Super Saiyan color theme, right? He could, because the headband is not necessarily suppressing him. and also implements the scars from the Shoryuken that Goku did in the first movie. Yeah, man, this one needs to be a thing. The Wrathful Broly with the dark shirts, that was shown in the movie, actually, so would be cool. I think that's how he's rocking his style, even in the Dragon Ball Super manga, where it's just the undershirt, correct? Bardock battle damage, that's confirmed. We need a battle damage for the super variation. That would be nice. Turles with the cape, yeah. You know, you can toggle the accessory on and off. Maybe you have it part of the accessory. Nappa with the hair, which is a thing in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. And this is going to be the last page. Quickly going over these ones. We have Dr. Gero, human form, just before he turned himself into an android. GT outfit for Android 18, that's confirmed. Then we have the End of Z one. Yeah, why not? Just include all of these fits, you know what I mean? TN, the blue one, during the Boo saga, probably the coolest uniform for TN in my personal opinion. Dang, that one's nice. We have the OG TN. Maybe instead of an outfit, they could just include the tournament edition of TN, right? With the 4-arm mode. I could see that being a technique or maybe even a transformation. Then we have, I think, the uniform from Super. Yamcha, white gi. From DBS, if I recall correctly. Then we have kind of like the golden suit from the Boo saga. Oh, the OG Yamcha. Wait, isn't this already in the game? Could have sworn this is already in the game. Maybe the haircut. Yeah, or the headband. Maybe that's what they're referring to. Krillin with the Piccolo uniform. Again, from the Second Coming movie. Dude, all the outfits from that movie just goes crazy, man. All the films, right? The BoJack characters, or, you know, iterations of the characters like Trunks. Dude, just include all of that. Boo Saga Krillin with the haircut. Surprise how this wasn't even in the game. Police form. You know, that's his career now. In Dragon Ball Super. I don't necessarily care about that one. Nail with his casual attire, you know, just before he gets all serious. Piccolo. See, I thought what I was trying to say before. I thought this Piccolo over here was going to be this one. Kind of like that older attire. You see the neck area, how it's not necessarily in the V shape, it's more rounded. I thought that was going to be this one, you know, with the additional attack, but that's not the case. I think it's just going to be a new preset with the move and not necessarily an outfit. Could be wrong there. Post Boy edition. Dude, we need the Batman one for Vegeta, as well as the kind of like that summer sun shirt that Goku wore. Kind of have a whole bunch of triangles on it. Dorito shaped shirt, I guess, if you will. The one that he wore when Piccolo wore this one, right? When they were getting their driver's license. Yeah, we need all of the casual fits. They're like the coolest ones. Ooh, Piccolo, Buccalo, I guess, right? And I think this is supposed to be Gohan absorbed Buhan. Oh, just without the gi. Goten from Dragon Ball Super. And then we have the original orange. The fight uniform. End of Z Videl. Or not End of Z, but, you know, Boo Saga era. And that's essentially it for all the outfits. Again, shoutouts to Shinai for, you know, creating all of the epic visuals that we have here. Comment down below if we've gone over your specific wish list in terms of outfits, because again, I feel like they did a great job in terms of mentioning or including all the more popular ones that people would like to see. Very nice list, and some of them have been confirmed, right? Thanks to the upcoming Super Limit Breaking Neo DLC, like that 59 outfit for Goku. So comment down below all the outfits you guys would like to see. This is it for today's video. Thank you guys for the immense support, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.